5 years ago, I took the biggest risk of my life. Took all the money that I had saved up, and within 2 years, built the business to nearly $500,000. So if you guys stick around, I'm going to show you exactly how I did it. So 5 years ago, when I started my business, at the time I was living in a single wide trailer, paying like $900 a month. I ended up buying two older zero-turn mowers, older Bobcats with probably like 2,000 plus hours on them. But bought two, got a decent package deal on them, and that's how I started with mowers, because I had, just a couple $1,000s to invest into starting my business. Also, obviously, buying a landscape trailer to haul around the mowers. I also ended up buying two older trucks, a 2500 just regular pickup. Another one was a 97 GMC 6.5 diesel rack body dump truck, and surprisingly got that. It had lower miles, and got that for a really decent price for what it was. So being able to have a couple thousand saved up to start your business is definitely a plus, and will help you continue to grow from there and be able to put you in a good spot when you do start your business and launch. Having 15 years of experience in the trade definitely sets you apart from somebody that's just starting up, maybe have just cut a couple lawns, stuff like that. Not to say that if that's what you're doing and you want to learn along the way, by all means, go right ahead and get after it. So my first year in business was definitely my building year. Obviously you got to get yourself out there. You got to start putting ads out, Facebook groups. If you have a local paper, start getting yourself in there. Signs, you can get yourself made some yard signs on plenty of different websites that you can then put on customers' properties with their permission, obviously, of your logo of your business. That you essentially are there, you're in the neighborhood, mowing their lawn, doing cleanups, whatever the case is. That you're able to show and get your presence known. That's one of the biggest things, I would say, is definitely what's needed. And then, I would say that my second year is really when it started to blow up, because, you started, getting yourself out there the first year, you've been advertising, you might have, 20 lawns or something like that. That's been built up now for a little while. Word of mouth is also a big thing, with people talking, and saying, hey, this guy's doing great work, blah, blah, blah. So, our second year really started getting crazy. I ended up hiring a second full-time employee because we started getting a lot of lawn accounts. So I need these guys going out and mowing and taking care of cleanups, mowing, mulch. I mean, it's pretty much all the things we were offering. Also, general maintenance, lawn repair, some machine work. We weren't really getting into any hardscapes in the first couple years of business. We didn't really get into hardscapes until about the third, maybe halfway through the third year. Like I said, machine work and hardscapes we weren't really doing too much of, but we were doing some machine work. At the time, I wasn't in any position to buy any machines. I would rent them. So if you guys are thinking of doing machine work in your first or second year of business, or even third, wait to buy machines, rent them. Is way better off, because you could just include the rental price in your estimate for the job that you're bidding on. So the 4 key steps to starting your business starts with the first, your business plan. Obviously, you need to have a business plan in place before you get out there and start trying to do what you envisioned yourself to do. You know, you need to set yourself up, make sure you have a solid plan in place. You know, make sure you know the services you're going to offer, and make sure that those services that you're going to offer are services that you know you are capable of doing, that you've either done in your past, or you've done before, you've done with a friend, you've worked for somebody that has done them, and you know exactly how to do them. So the second key step is advertising. Obviously, this is one of the big ones, because you need to get the word out there that you're starting a business, you're starting up, and you want to build clientele. You want to advertise for lawn mowing, you want to advertise for your mulch, cleanups, machine work, general maintenance, whatever it is. Got to get the idea out there and the ads out there. You know, come up with creative ways, creative, catchy posts. You know, if you're going to post on Facebook groups, Facebook ads, if you're going to pay for any ads, any local papers, you know, if you have any problems designing, you know, ads and stuff like that, definitely reach out to, you know, some kind of logo design companies or ad design places. You know, plenty of places online that could help get some things, you know, definitely made for you guys to, you know, catch people's eyes when you're trying to advertise and get your new business off the ground and out there. Third step is reinvesting in your business. Obviously, your first year is going to be the toughest year, depending if, you know, you're going to want to pay yourself, maintain insurance, maintain your equipment, any breakdowns. You're going to want to have some funds set aside for all that stuff. So I'd say for the first year or two, try not to pay yourself as much as possible, and just recycle that money that comes in, put it right back into your business. You know, you can buy new tools that you need, that are necessary for you know, doing specific jobs that you do. Maybe you have some rundown equipment that you need to upgrade, so get rid of the old stuff, bring in something a little bit newer. It doesn't have to be brand new, it could be still used, but maybe a little bit better shape. And the fourth step is customer service. You want to make sure that you are being professional, you are following through on everything that you tell the customer you're going to do. If you are very transparent and you are very upfront about the job, the costs, and you can have great communication with your customer, it's going to go above and beyond, and they're going to see that. They're greatly going to appreciate it. I've been told that many a times, being in business, that I have great communication. I do exactly what I say I'm going to do. I follow through. And, you know, if there is going to come a time where, you know, you do a job, maybe the customer is not very happy with it, so you're going to have to just try and do the best you can to resolve the situation and make that customer happy. Try to, at least. If it's a tough customer, because I have dealt with plenty of tough customers where, you know, you still do the job to the best of your ability, and they're still not happy with that, and it's going to be tough. You know, you're going to have to get through it. But it's all a part of being in business. You know, it's just having a great attitude, you know, really showing your customers that you care about them. You want to do the best work possible, and that you're going to go above and beyond for them, and they're really going to appreciate it. And if you follow all of those customer service tips, those themselves are going to speak for themselves, and that's going to get you more work than any ad is going to get you. So if you guys are thinking of starting your landscape business, take it from me personally, it's a risk that you have to take and that you have to jump into. Risk equals reward. I've experienced it firsthand from growing my business from $0 at the beginning of 2020 all the way to over $300,000 at the end of my second year. So if you guys have stuck around this long, you must be pretty serious about starting your business. So check the description below. I included a free PDF starter checklist of what you should be looking at and what you should be looking for when you're starting your business. You can follow the guide. It'll definitely help you start. So on that note, if you guys want to see more videos of my landscape business, if you want more tips and tricks on how to grow, please hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.